Afternoon, board. I have two comments that I was concerned about when I think Mrs. Rodriguez spoke about the number she came up with after her survey came back. And in my mind, the validity is very questionable in that there were a huge percentage of teachers that didn't participate. With all that's been going on in the district and all the confusion and all the unfortunate participation of certain members of the community. And obviously, a lot of those folks are going to sign the survey or comment. And before we assume anything about the numbers, I think it's important to discern what the other teachers have to say. So that's number one. And Mr. Garner, do I pronounce your name correctly?
Garden,
I'm sorry, I apologize. Mentioned another survey apparently taken on social media, did I understand?
yes.
And we all know that social media, there's nothing about it that one could assume is correct or honest or fair. With the team of supporters that Mr. Garden and his group have, they could quickly swell the ranks of those parents or community members that participated. So in my mind, the first survey was flawed, and the second survey was absolutely ridiculous. And to give credence to it or bring it up here is just another way to smear an administration that's been doing, in my mind, very, very important work, advancing this district and many respects. So when there's a survey, it's important to check it out and see where that survey is coming.
Thank you very much. Next, please. Please identify yourself, please.
Yes, my name is Sean Henry. I have a parent with children at Mission Park and haven't planned on speaking in this portion, but let me speak to a little something here that Mr. Lee just said. There were 275 teachers that I heard took a survey out of 400 plus. That's 2/3 at least of the teachers voted. Okay? If you know anything about statistics, and we're going to be teaching our kids in Common Core about statistics and sample sizes, that is a huge sample size. That's the majority of the teachers. You're not going to get full participation in anything. I wish we had. I wish our politicians, I wish our communities, we had 66% of the people voting. But not everyone does, and so that was a sample there. In terms of the second one, the weight of that survey is really the teachers. The teachers last year came and they presented a survey, basically, I think it was 80% of them recommending to have an open search, and that's what the school board was doing. And in December, they decided not to. Okay, so the teachers weren't listened to then, and it sounds like, by the dismissiveness, some people up here don't want to listen to them right now, no matter how many of them speak. If we had 100, if they had 398, we might have still had dismissiveness about it. BBB didn't control that. Those are the teachers. Those are teachers throughout the district, throughout the entire district. In terms of the social media and BBB, there were 88. It's a small sample size. We're not saying but it's interesting now that we hear what the percentages were. If you compare the BBB survey, which is a lot of community members throughout, parents, there might be teachers on it, we don't know, it's all confidential. But in terms of just dismissing it, I think it's really interesting. In the comments, the pulse was there. Somebody commented specifically about what was going on at Lincoln, and you've been hearing parent after parent after parent talking about the dual immersion program and the need there and the leadership that goes along with it. So this is just a pulse. It's not everything, but don't dismiss the parents and the community like you do the teachers all the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, please.